Mona Lisa with the clothes. We got another one for y'all. Checking out some Acevane, The Lost Past Dainci. This is my first time checking it out, so here we go. Let's get right into the video. Before we get into the video, how is everybody? Morning, afternoon, night? Where y'all from? Hope y'all tuning in. Let's get right into the video.
Or whatever, because it's just, you know what I'm saying, just saying like, yeah, I got stuff coming up or whatever. And
History, the greatest minds have shaped our world with their brilliance. Leonardo da Vinci, a man revered for his genius, stands among the most celebrated. His masterpiece, the Mona Lisa, is one of the most famous and enigmatic paintings in the world. But behind this iconic work lies a truth that's rarely spoken of.
Really?
One that goes beyond the boundaries of reason. Get ready to hear some wild shit.
Oh.
Leonardo da Vinci, a man consumed by his relentless pursuit of knowledge, was driven by a secret hunger. A craving that no invention or intellectual endeavor could ever satisfy. Desperate to scratch an itch that gnawed at his very soul, he did what only a twisted genius could conceive. He painted the Mona Lisa.
Okay.
But this was no mere masterpiece for the ages. It was something far more personal. Something to beat his meat to.
No, come on, Da Vinci. He was really doing that? Alright. Well,
let's be real, he wasn't exactly rolling in women. This man was basically a 15th century nerd with no game.
all this genius pouring out of you, let's be real, you gotta have something else pouring out of you too, somehow.
All that genius, but not a single clue what to do with it. When it came to getting some ass, I mean, call a spade, bro was lame as fuck.
Leonardo da Vinci, a man consumed by his relentless pursuit of knowledge, undertook the painting of the Mona Lisa with a meticulousness that bordered on obsession. What began as a simple portrait became a project that stretched over 4 painstaking years.
whoa.
But beneath the layers of paint and genius was a far more personal, twisted purpose.
Back then, they had to make their own porn. It wasn't invented yet. No internet, no Blacktail magazine, nothing. That's why all them statues was butt naked. And you'll see a painting and a naked bitch being there randomly and shit. But why she naked? It's a lion over here. Think about that shit.
Leonardo, struggling to capture the perfect form, found himself grappling with a particular challenge: her breasts.
Da Vinci
Okay.
originally painted her with her titties out.
If you saw the original draft for the Mona Lisa, you would be like, what the fuck was bro thinking? These titties don't got no symmetry.
The initial attempt was nothing short of a fiasco.
He couldn't paint them right.
One breast perched awkwardly high, while the other seemed to stretch far beyond its intended boundaries, defying all logic and anatomy.
Oh, really?
Practically had one titty under her chin, while the other one looked like it was trying to escape the canvas entirely.
Them titties was crooked as a politician's tax returns.
It was as if the painting itself resisted Leonardo's mastery, mocking his every stroke.
One titty over here trying to be a shoulder pad, and the other titty over here sagging harder than a pair of jeans on the dude selling bootleg DVDs in the Walmart parking lot.
Frustrated and desperate, he spent months reworking the portrait.
The man was so obsessed, he spent months trying to fix it, but it kept getting longer.
He painted the most confused titties in the world.
How do you even end up with a titty like that?
Come on, Da Vinci. He was. Ain't no way.
It was longer than a damn CVS receipt.
Titties with identity crises. One titty trying to be a collarbone, the other titty think it's about to be a kneecap.
The Nick never seen a titty after 1 year old, so the fuck you expect?
He had to paint clothes back on her because he realized he didn't really know what titties look like.
Painstakingly painted with obsessive precision to meat-beating perfection.
I'm so glad that he created this Mona Lisa with the clothes on.
Leonardo had finally completed his master bait piece with a final delicate touch.
Hey, why y'all gotta call it that? Come on, don't call it the... Never mind. Don't call it that. I'm so glad he painted her with the shirt on. Good.
A subtle curve of her lips, capturing that enigmatic smile. It was the last stroke on the canvas, but far from the last stroke he'd dedicate to it.
Come on.
bars. But as Leonardo's obsession with the painting deepened, so too did the strangeness within his home. Giovanni, Leonardo's roommate of several years, began to hear unsettling noises in the dead of night. Moaning, echoing through the halls, would wake him from his sleep, filling him with a dread that something was amiss.
I'll be like, hey, Leonardo da Vinci, what you got going on up in there, bruh? You alright up in there? He probably doing that every night.
The painting is really just called Lisa. The Mona part came from moaning, and the moaning came from Da Vinci.
Damn.
At first, Giovanni believed the house was haunted because it's the 15th century and people were fucking stupid. Yet, as time went on and the noises grew more frequent, Giovanni's fear turned to curiosity. One day, Leonardo left for a few days to study the flight patterns of birds or some dork-ass nerd shit in a town over, leaving his quarters unattended. Giovanni, driven by his growing suspicions, took the opportunity to snoop through Leonardo's things.
And that shit right there is exactly why I don't do roommates. Can't trust nobody.
That's when he stumbled upon the hidden painting. What he found was not just a masterpiece. It was the very object of Leonardo's nightly devotions. The sight of the Mona Lisa, with her mysterious smile and lifelike presence, ignited something dark and feverish within Giovanni. He became consumed, not with admiration, but with a raw, uncontrollable desire. Giovanni would spend hours feverishly beating off to the portrait, lost in a frenzy that bordered on madness.
Lord Jesus, you been out to a painting? Lord Jesus. What was going through bro here? Come on, Leonardo da Vinci. So you do this every night to the painting?
Bruh,
Damn.
that motherfucker beat the flesh off his dick.
It was a nightly ritual that left him more and more unhinged with each passing day.
So you and Leonardo been doing this to a painting? Alright. Well, we ain't gonna judge.
When Leonardo of Hell's Waffle House bathroom, the air reeked of used adult diapers, sour fish, spoiled.
Ooh.
Staggered, nearly knocked out by the sheer foulness of it.
Bro, I know it was stinking there. It ain't no way it wasn't.
As he recovered from the shock, his eyes fell on Giovanni, sprawled out in his bed, bare ass nude and glistening with sweat.
Oh, fuck no, Playboy. That's why I say no roommates. I would have shot that nigga.
Giovanni had been busting nuts all
Catch a. He would have catch a fade. I'm like, yup. It's my bed.
Juice.
Oh God.
the knew instantly. The only option was to set the whole bed on fire. Shocked and enraged, Leonardo confronted Giovanni.
Oh, not doing that. Bang bang, nigga.
The argument that followed twisted obsession. Giovanni, still panting from his exertions, clutched the painting to his chest, grinning wickedly. Your bed? Oh, this is ours. With madness. Ours? Leonardo shot back, bewildered. But Giovanni wasn't talking sense. He was lost in a delusion, convinced that the woman in the painting was real. He claimed she was his, that they were in love. The absurdity of it all nearly drove Leonardo to the edge. She's everything to me, Giovanni ranted, his grip on the painting tightening as if it could slip away. The room felt suffocating, the air thick with tension and the stench of Giovanni's deranged fantasy. Leonardo, desperate to end the madness, blurted out the truth. "She's not even a real woman. It's me in a wig."
What
The words hung in...
No. Come on. I'm sorry.
in the air like a death sentence. Giovanni froze, his eyes widening as the reality crashed down on him. "No! No, it can't be! I love her! It can't be true!" he cried, his voice cracking with anguish. The delusion he had built his world around was shattered, leaving him in a spiral of confusion and denial. Giovanni's world crumbled. Confused, enraged, and in deep denial, he cried out, "No, no, it can't be true! I love her, it can't be!" And in a final act of madness...
if he say it's true, then it's true. He said just him in a wig.
Giovanni began to beat his meat to the painting.
Got to stop that. Y'all got to chill on that.
In front of Leonardo.
Okay. You did it in front of Leonardo? Okay. This man is crazy.
Leonardo, desperate and horrified, lunged forward, trying to stop him. "Stop it, stop it! Don't beat your meat to me! That's gay, bruh! No, pause! No diddy!" In a moment of blind fury, Giovanni suddenly shot Leonardo. Leonardo was dumbfounded, not just because he was shot, but more because Giovanni was butt-booty-ass naked and had no place to hide a weapon. A sight that left him both horrified and utterly bewildered. As the reality of the situation sank in, Leonardo crumpled to the ground, silenced forever. Panic-stricken, Giovanni knew he had to act quickly. Desperate to cover his tracks, he dragged Leonardo's lifeless body into the dead of night, burying it in a shallow grave.
What?
Then, clutching the Mona Lisa, now stained with blood and encrusted with the foul remnants of dried skeet, Giovanni fled the town. He and the Mona Lisa never to be seen again.
What the fuck are y'all talking about? That shit did not happen.
In a twist stranger than fiction, Leonardo climbed out of his grave as an undead zombie, swearing revenge on Giovanni. He vowed to reclaim the Mona Lisa and settle the score, no matter the cost.
Zombie? The fuck are you talking about? What show?
That concludes this chapter of Lost Past. Join us next time as we continue to uncover the hidden stories and forgotten mysteries that have shaped our world. Until then, the past remains a place where the truth is often stranger than fiction.
That's just wild.
These motherfuckers was horny.